My name is Akili, and I am so glad you clicked on this video. I am a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor. I have both of those certifications, and they're both NCCA accredited. That basically means that I took a test that a bunch of people said means that when it comes to fitness, I know what I'm talking about. Today we're doing a total body workout together. It's really fun. It's one of my favorites. I'm using these big 20-pound dumbbells because it's what I have, but you can use whatever you have on hand as long as you're tired by the end of the set. So if you have lighter dumbbells than you need, do a couple reps. If you have heavier dumbbells than you need, do a couple less reps than I'm telling you to do, as long as by the time you get to rest, you feel like you need to rest. So I'm really excited to take you through this total body workout. You could probably do it 3 times a week for like a whole 3 months if you wanted to, but at that point I would switch it up. Let's go! First we gotta warm up, and my favorite way to start a warm up is with a light jog. I'm gonna go ahead and do this for a full 30 seconds. I'm showing you the side view here just in case you needed to see what a jog looks like from the side. But basically, just pay attention to your knees and ankles here. If you have any pain, make it a stepping walk instead. The idea is really just to elevate the heart rate, pump the blood out into the hands, and activate the core. Now I'm doing floor touches. So almost like a squat, but with that little added bend. Bending down, touching the floor, side view first, here's the front view. So just tap that floor, raise it up high. Think about setting your hips behind you like you're just about to sit down on a box. Again for 30 seconds with this. All right, let's move on to high knees. Really use your core here. You're just pulling those knees right up to your stomach, right up to your chest. Again, another 30-second interval. That was from the front, here's from the side. March, 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 march. Beautiful. All right, let's take it to a squat with twist, warming up the obliques, the quadriceps, even a little bit the calves, the spine. So you just go down, reach, twist, down, back, twist. And we're gonna do this again for 30 seconds. And again, I'm showing you the side view here, just in case you need to see it from another angle. All right, let's do some basic core. So sitting down into a squat, it's just right, left, tilting through the obliques. So make sure the movement here is in your core, it's in your midsection, and it's not in your knees and your legs. So rather than bouncing back and forth in your knees, you're leaning side to side using just the torso. And we take it to a punching bag, speed bag. Obviously there's no bag in front of probably either of us, but I'm just going to do this to warm up my shoulders and a little bit my forearms. Roll, 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 roll. Maintaining that squat. And here we go to a high reach. High reach, stretching out those obliques and also warming up those shoulders. Now I'm taking it to a full side reach, side, side, and now in front. Cross, 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 and I'm going to take it back up high here. There you go, you should be warm. Let's pick up those weights and get strong. The first thing we're doing is an upright row. It's really important that you super zip up and tighten your core here. And as you raise your elbows up high, don't take them any higher than your shoulders. Your hands are facing you and your knuckles are pulling up towards your chest. This is for your shoulders, your traps, the teeniest, tiniest bit for your back, and also your biceps. And if you can, let's shoot for 10 to 12 reps, depending on the weight you're holding. Time to take a rest. We get 45 seconds rest here. It's the beginning of the workout, so you can see I still have a whole lot of energy. Catch me grooving like this at the actual gym. I really have zero shame, and in between sets, what else are you gonna do? So here we are. Next exercise, bicep curls. I really want you to think about keeping your core strong here and working through a full range of motion. So get those dumbbells all the way up to the shoulders, all the way down to the thighs, and you'll be getting a really good, really solid, isolated workout on your biceps here. Once again, 12 reps, if you can. You can see me fatiguing. These 20-pound weights are pretty heavy for me to get a full 12 reps out of. And I'm done. Again, we're going to do a total of 3 sets, resting 45 seconds between each set. What do you do when you rest? That's always kind of a tough decision. Third exercise. Going to be a modified shoulder press. So the reason I call this modified is because I have my palms facing my ears instead of the front. I find this to be a little bit safer for the shoulders, especially if you have previous injuries or issues. And also if you're using these big heavy weights like I'm using, modifying it just makes it a little bit easier to avoid that injury. I'm working so hard here. These weights are really heavy for me to shoulder press. And I failed. Same thing we've been doing all along. 3 sets, 45 seconds rest. Getting buff. And now it is finally time to do some legs. Get that dumbbell right up to your chest. We're going to do some goblet squats together. I like to hold it on either end of the dumbbell. It's a little bit more comfortable for me and a little bit easier for me to keep my hands grasped. Again, really think about sitting behind you so your body's not moving straight down, but you're setting back with the hips and hinging to initiate the movement. And when you press up through your quads and your glutes. Develop that mind-muscle connection. You're going to really make a little bit more out of these squats. Check it out. I'll show you from the side. Back and press. Back and press. Beautiful! I'm so proud of you for doing squats today. Friends don't let friends skip leg day. Hope I'm your friend. Same thing, same thing. 3 sets total, 45 seconds between. And we take these rests so that when we get back into it, we are raring to go. Time for some triceps. triceps are way more of the arm than your biceps are. The bigger your triceps are, the more muscular you look. Now, careful on the way into this exercise. I really want you to watch your head and keep your core strong. Make sure that there's no clanking or clacking happening. And pull your elbows in towards your head. That's where you're really going to isolate the tricep from. Getting those elbows close to the ears rather than allowing them to flare out beside you. If you need a spotter, get a spotter. Otherwise, as soon as you get nervous, take it down to your rest. 3 sets, 45 seconds. You might notice a pattern here, although I'll switch it up on you later. Really quick, I'm going to show you the difference between a relaxed core and a tight core. So you keep that core tight. Oh, there's my triceps and my dog. You can see them. I'm very proud of the fact that you can see them. If you were ever wondering how to flex your triceps, just like that. Time to get on the mat or on the floor, whichever you have, whatever works best for you. Grabbing one dumbbell. Take your heels, get them as close to your glutes as you can. So as close to your glutes on the floor as you can plant them. And just like I was just doing standing, tighten that core. Not loose, but tight. Take that one dumbbell right across your hips. Maybe a little uncomfortable at first until you kind of get it in the right spot. And press through your glutes. I want you to really think about squeezing your glutes here. And you're going to get your hamstrings involved as well. And squeeze, release. Press, release. And it is time to rest. Once more, 3 sets, 45 seconds between. This time you get to rest on the ground. That's my favorite. I'm starting to fatigue. Not much more dancing between sets at this point. And it is time to train those pecs. Strong pecs mean better pushing power. So get both of those dumbbells in the air. Keep that core tight. And we're just going to do a regular old chest press, just as if we were on a bench. So take the elbows down to the side, press up through the pecs. Really think about squeezing the pecs here so that you take the work effort out of your triceps and pull it into your chest. Press and squeeze and release. I hope you're ready to rest because I am. Guess what? 3 sets. 45 seconds rest. You're gonna get really used to this one. But I think it gives you just enough time to go again without giving you so much time that you're totally cooled down. Now go ahead and sit up off of the ground. We're gonna get some core in because it's not a workout without core. I'm gonna take one dumbbell and just do some good old Russian twist. So really think about engaging your core and your obliques here. and traveling side to side through the midsection and not using the legs as much as you possibly can. Strong cores mean less injury, so the stronger we can get our core, the better. This is where we switch it up. 4 sets and only 10 seconds between. So you're gonna do your 10 reps each side, take a little teeny tiny break, and then get right back into it, 4 times total. Swing it on over to your knees. We gotta get some back in. Here we're gonna be really engaging the lats. So starting from a tabletop, your core is still involved, still engaged. We're gonna do single arm rows. So both dumbbells are in each hand, but we're gonna be working with one at a time. Pulling the elbow up to the sky and then switching. Really think about up high, down. Up high, release, and using your core and using your lats. And the knees just stay right where they're at. Keep your neck in neutral spine if you can think of it. Don't drop your gaze down low or lift it up to crane. We want to just relax that neck and keep it neutral. And rest it out. Back to our usual 3 sets, 45 seconds rest. You are just about halfway through, including the cool down, so I'm proud of you. Dust your shoulders off. It's nothing. It's nothing. This is me regretting dancing because I'm tired. Time to get back on your feet. Do some more legs. My very favorite leg exercise, lunges. Sometimes I think lunges are even more important than squats. Just using one dumbbell again, you're gonna step behind you and then step together before you switch. So we call this a rear stepping lunge. Uses a little bit more glutes than a forward stepping lunge. That's why I like it. So back and switch, back and switch. Make sure you're getting that knee really down close to the floor if you can, and protecting your ankles. I'm gonna show you a couple more views. And then, of course, from the front. I am really running out of steam at this point. Time to take a break. 3 sets, 45 seconds rest. We got one last exercise, and it is for your back. I had to grab my light weights here because I cannot do this exercise with heavy dumbbells. Most folks can't. Hinge down through the hips, get a nice angle on the back, and then a rear dumbbell fly. So this is for your back, it's for your lats, and also your rear delts. Make sure you almost touch those dumbbells at the start of the set, and then squeeze through your back at the end of the set. So it's almost like you have a pencil in between your shoulder blades when you do that final push at the top. You are all done. You don't really need any rest before the cool down. Feel free to take it if you are feeling like you want it. Otherwise, feel free to go right into this stretch with me. It's a beautiful, lovely, long, and healthy stretch. I really encourage you to stretch at the end of your workout. It's so much more healthy for you. And you gotta cool down. You gotta get that blood back into your heart. When you worked out really hard, it went out into your fingers and your hands. So when we cool down, we're just taking it back to the center of our body. And I'm just starting with an old gym class favorite, forward fold with your feet and legs extended right in front of you. Make sure you're stretching your hamstrings here and hinging at the hips rather than bending in the spine. What a great rest. Roll it up, head comes up last. Now I'm just gonna swing those legs open into a big wide straddle. Keep your knees and your toes pointed at the ceiling. Make sure you're just listening to your body. Doesn't need to be big, huge, just as wide as you need in order to feel a stretch. And before I even fold forward, I'm just going to sit up tall for a few seconds. Just take the crown of my head right towards the ceiling. And now, creasing at the hips, I fold. We fold together. Feel it in your hip flexors. Walk the hands to the right. Release and relax. And walk the hands to the left. No need to crank, pull, or bounce. It's all about just connecting with the muscle and paying attention to the fact that you feel the stretch at all. Take it back to center. And roll it up slow. Head comes up last, always, always. All right, let's take a side bend. So planting that right hand, take the left hand way up over your head and stretch that left side. Again, no bouncing, no pulling, no crank or ouch. Just ooey gooey, yummy. And we take it right back over to switch. Try to get a stretch through those obliques after those Russian twists. Pull it back up to neutral spine. Drag those legs in to meet each other once more. And we're going to swing them around, roll up onto hands and knees. One of my very favorites, cat camel. So start the movement by engaging your core and curling your hips and the tippy top of your head down. And finish the movement by reversing. So head goes down, head goes up, hips go down, hips go up. Now I want to stress that the exercise here is about the movement. It's not about stopping at each end or side. So it's not about arching really hard or sinking really hard. Rather, it's about going through the spine, through the movement, that up and that down motion. This is really good if you have back pain. And here we go for the hip flexors. Kneeling hip flexor stretch. I've taken my right leg up to start. You really want to make this square. So your knees are right over your ankles and your hips are right over your knee. Think about tilting your pelvis back. So if your pelvis were a bowl of water, you're going to spill that water behind you. It doesn't look like much, but if you engage the core and tilt the pelvis back like that, you're really going to feel it more in that left quad. And this is all that the stretch needs to go to. You don't need to be bending too far forward, lunging too far back. It is more about engaging the core in order to stretch that quad there. And we switch it over to the other side. Once again, nice little square. Engage that core. Stretching the right quadricep here. Feels so good. I love this one. The more you sit, the more you need to do this stretch. Whoop! Saved it. Just staying on your knees. Gonna stretch our arms out right here. Taking the right arm right across the body for a shoulder stretch. Again, don't worry about pulling or cranking. Just worry about melting into it. And we switch. Left hand. Same stretch. Shoulder stretch. Now we're going to take the hand all the way behind the head to stretch the tricep. After those triceps extensions, we need this guy. And we switch. Left tricep stretch. Try not to let your shoulders peek too close to your ears. Big release. Take a little twist for the obliques, and really quick the other direction. Stretch those biceps by extending the fingertips behind you. Shake them out if you like. Clasp the hands in front, drop the head, press the knuckles away from you. Little stretch for the traps and the shoulders here. And if you want, go ahead and switch the hand that's on top. So put the weird hand on top this time. Gonna do very similar thing behind you. So clasping the hands, pressing the palms down towards the ground, the chest up towards the sky. And take that gaze up towards the sky as well. And switch it out so you've got the weird hand on top. Nice. Take a few shoulder rolls. Just external shoulder rolls. I don't like to do internal or rolling forward, only external. And then here, just look one way, the other way, tilt one way, the other way, and you are all done. I'm really, really glad you stuck it out. I'm really, really proud of both of us, and I hope you got a good workout today. Now, like I said in the beginning, you can totally repeat this guy like a whole 3 times a week for a full 3 months. You may not want to do it that frequently or that long, and that's fine. But especially if you're just getting back into it, or you're just getting into it for the first time, and you only have a set of dumbbells and you'd rather work out at home than at the gym, this is a really great option that you can totally repeat over and over again, and it's going to give you a nice amount of conditioning without having to go use any other equipment. I'll be bringing you some more workouts soon. Some of them may need gym equipment, but for the time I'm kind of focused on home workouts. So we'll see where we can go together. Thanks again for tuning in. My name is Akili, personal trainer, group fitness instructor extraordinaire. Once again, I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad you took the time to check out my video. Have a wonderful day, and love from me to you.